What's good, everybody? We are, well, not fresh off a live stream. Some time has passed since this morning. If you were part of the live crew, I greatly appreciate you coming out early in the morning to watch basically this absolute insane two-character reveal. Keep that in mind. But yeah, for no shock whatsoever at all, I think most people pretty much figured that Daima was going to be a part of the anniversary. I mean, we just pretty much figured that stuff. That's just how it necessarily goes. The thing that we didn't expect is that they would actually lead with Daima. That's the biggest shock in this whatsoever at all. Now, I will say right off the bat, right at the beginning of this video as well, that my shots of Namek Saga is probably absolutely 0%. I wouldn't say 0%. Anything can happen. Anything is possible. And yes, I said any, not any. Anything is possible in Dokkan Battle. So I'll give it still a 10% chance that it can happen. But for the most part, I do not see it being Namek Saga. I don't see it being top at all either. So if, again, I was a Namek boy, I was hoping we'd see Namek in this one. And yeah, a little crushed, but I think that if the direction that they're going with this, and I'm right when I called this a long time ago, if I'm right about it, which we'll get to in a second, if I'm right about it, then this has the potential to be literally the best anniversary we've ever had. And I don't care how many other people have said this anniversary is the best anniversary that we've ever had. No, this one will definitely be the best anniversary of all time. And if this is heading where I think it's heading. Now, again, Super Saiyan 3 Adult Vegeta popped off right off the bat. And then literally right after that, we get Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku. There we go. Oh my goodness gracious. Like I said, on stream, we yapped. And I mean, we yapped for a bit after this, man. Like this was a long yap session after we seen all of this is going down. And I'm still looking at this art for this card, and I'm like, bro, I'm Team Monkey anyway, and I know this full animation is going to be wild. I've already said it before, and I'll say it again. I hope that every last one of these cards, since they're doing 4 LRs instead of 6, every last one of them have the quality of Gogeta and Trunks animations, and then the fusions, actors, and stuff like that. I hope they have that level of quality, because if not, it'll be a sad day. And even I'm even looking at that Vegeta as well too. Like, bro, they better have it there. He better be up in there. He better not be ass cheeks. None of the units better be ass cheeks whatsoever at all. But going over like just briefly what we talked about on stream as well with these guys, because again, by the way, if you made it through the whole morning and hadn't seen any of this and I spoiled you in the thumbnail, my apologies, but at the same time, like, my guy, like, come on, like, there ain't no damn way anybody was out here not gonna let this fly. Like, this is crazy dumb wild, man. Crazy dumb wild. But I'm getting sidetracked because I'm very excited right now. Let me know in the comment section below if you're very excited as well too. But I'm very excited. So going over what I said before and off my previous videos over the past like 2 weeks or so, where I've been talking about things leading up to the 11th anniversary and all that stuff, what's going to be happening. I actually called something in here, by the way, which we'll go back at the beginning of this video. I called that crap, and I'm like, bro, this is going to be one of them years where I think we're going to be getting what we necessarily hope we were getting, but later. And it's probably going to be a year of a sort of Super Saiyan. So again, I keep getting sidetracked what I want to say, but since it's 4 units here, let's just go ahead and break it down what we said for the stream. Now, my predictions for part 2 is that we're going to lead heavily into the Majin Buu Saga as well, and that means we're probably going to be getting a Kid Buu. And I know everybody says that over every year and stuff like, oh man, Kid Buu's there, he's right there. This one feels like it's genuinely going to actually happen with everything that was leading up, what they were talking about and what they were showing. There was a lot of Kid Buu. And then when you see a lot of the stuff that was popped in here, it was a ton of Majin Buu Saga stuff. And remember, they left off at the Majin Buu Saga because of this. And Majin Buu is basically like right before. Like he's like a little bit before. I think it's like a little bit of time has passed, but it's the last saga. It's the previous saga to this. Like, and Goma and them lead in talking about them, going over all of their feats and everything that they've done until they get to Buu and seeing how they've taken down Buu and stuff. Remember, they were watching that. Goma and they were watching that. So this is why I'm saying that part 2 is definitely probably going to be Ku and Do and also Kid Buu. That's my prediction for this. And somebody brought up, well, what if Ku and Do is a banner unit for Kid Buu? And Kid Buu's a Dokkan Fest, Ku and Do are a banner unit. And I thought to myself, well, if that's the case, then if they need to throw a fusion in here at some point in time, well, it's probably going to be Super Vegito. Yeah, I know I said that, and I said that live too, but it makes sense. We still don't have that standalone Super Vegito as well, and we still don't have Kid Buu as well. And this is, again, New Horizons and stuff like that is the theme of this celebration. But again, fusions was a new horizon. Like that was something very new. We'd only had 2 fusions at that time. Remember that. We had just got Gotenks, and then we got Vegito after. So that was new. And they almost was about to fuse in Daima, but they lost the bugs. So I'm telling you right now, even if that is a backup to what I'm thinking, but Kid Buu is a standalone that should be there 100%. I'm thinking now. With this, since it is back to 4 LRs, now you got to do the naming game of what is what and how are they going to perform in certain things. Well, I've already broke this down before in the stream, and I'm going to go ahead and say this. Vegeta is going to be short form content king. That's what he's going to be. Super Saiyan 4 Goku is probably going to be a long form content Festival Battle king there. And again, we probably will get into the stage of that, so we're there. Now, the thing that I'm going to say is that whether it's my backup plan or my original plan, Ku and Do LR, if it is Ku and Do LR, or that same spot of Super Vegito, it's probably going to be the actual new event. The new game mode, they're going to be the king of the new game mode. So whichever unit that we get from that is going to be the new king of that game mode. And then that leaves the last one of Kid Buu, of your all around unit that's good in everything. That means this unit is the best unit in the game. And I'm giving it to Kid Buu because it's 11 years and this guy is about to get an LR probably. Like, it's damn near like an 80% chance that we get him as an LR. An 80% chance right now. If that happens, he has got to be the best unit, hands down, in the game. And the reason why I'm, again, saying we're dipping into Majin Buu Saga and stuff like that is because when you go back and look at this, Daima does not have a unit whatsoever at all that qualifies for an EZA. They all are recent. They all are new. Like, that's it. Kid Buu, the intelligence Kid Buu, well, we're talking about that on stream. Kid Buu can get a super EZA, and he's not a category lead. He's still the mono lead. He can get a super EZA in this, and it does make sense for that. Like, it 100% makes sense for that. So not only if you have Kid Buu, and then you have the new LR Kid Buu, and then Ku and Do, now you have 3 units that literally will go back and make the other units that much better. For that Majin Power team. For that Majin Buu Saga Extreme team. The things that they could possibly do for Majin Power is literally insane, of all the units that could come back into light and go crazy again in 2026. Remember what Super Saiyan 4 Goku, GT Goku did for Grade 8 Power. Remember that, and how, like, oh my, if we get another one of those, except it's for Kid Buu and Majin Power, goodness gracious, wrap it up right off the bat. Wrap it up. Now, another thing that I'm gonna go ahead and come back here is the reason why I'm saying this a lot too for the things about Super Saiyans and stuff like that being the year of Super Saiyans is because I do think they're preparing you right here. This is them preparing you, because most of the units, most of the Super Saiyans that came out around this time, like literally all of them are eligible for EZAs. I just want you to understand that. Like, they're all eligible for EZAs. You come down here and see Super Saiyans. Look, if I come over here and I show, because by the way, I want to say this really quick. They are pretty much Dokkan Awakening, the anniversary unit, so that's pretty dope. And again, peep the theme. Oh, sorry. My big ass head is over here covering everything. There you go. Peep the theme. Okay. Peep the theme of that. That's still Majin Buu Saga. Still. So, like I said, when you come over here and you see this Majin Buu Saga, this guy arguably is low-key right before the Majin Buu Saga, so you know it is what it is. But that was just this could be a stretch as well, but I personally don't think so at all. Like, they talk about the countdown stuff as well too. And look at this. This Vegeta is literally the Vegeta holding his arm from the damn fight with Kid Buu. From the fight with Kid Buu. This is the reason why I'm saying we're leaning so heavy to Kid Buu this year. Like, I could have a whole video yapping for 30 minutes alone just talking about hopefully getting Kid Buu. That's how legendary this is going to be if we see part 2 with Kid Buu. Keep that in mind. Again, like, no Daima promotions in this stuff whatsoever at all. Currently that we've seen yet. All right. Currently that we've seen yet. Now, you come all the way over here because, again, like I said, they're preparing you from this with this ticket. Come back over here. Look, Ultimate Red Zone. Kid Buu's in the front. Look, Majin Buu Saga. Again, last saga, Majin Buu Saga. Before Daima. Look what they're doing. Look what they're doing. And then they just basically recently talk about the Red Zone stuff that we already knew they were going to do when they were revamping everything, putting it all in one and everything. Like, we knew that stuff. Like, that wasn't a shocker whatsoever at all. Now you get to this Goku that's getting an Extreme Z Awakening in the countdown. This is incredibly massive because not only does this fit the mold of what they've basically been doing this beginning of this year, and what I said that was, again, not present last year. Remember, whenever, like, I can't stress this enough because I think people don't necessarily like to follow the trends of what Dokkan does and stuff like that. They just sort of like come up with whatever they want to come up with, and then they don't necessarily follow what Dokkan is doing and what they're not doing. They just spout pretty much garbage out of their mouth and go with that and run with that and make videos on that and yada yada yada. But if you go back and every year it tracks the things that they do not do in the game comes back the next year. So if there's something missing and nothing's been touched for a specific category or saga, then they do it. Look at the end of the year with androids. Remember when I was like, hey, yo, androids ain't been touched in a while. What the hell's going on? Where's androids? And then we got flooded with android stuff to make the android team better. That happened. Same thing with the Super Saiyan 4s. It started with last year, 10-year anniversary of Goku. And then guess what? We got the Goku. We got some EZAs in the global Dokkan campaign. We also got Gogeta. We got damn Daima Super Saiyan Mini 4 Goku as well. And I'm like, okay, and now look, here we are. We're getting that again as well with the adult Super Saiyan 4. And grade 8, don't even get me started on that. I mean, we got the damn baby, and we also got Broly for that. Like, I'm telling you, when it's missing, then they do it. And 2 things is missing out of this year, and even out of last year, and even more for one of them, Namek Saga, Super Saiyan support, all of that has literally not happened. And then you have to factor in the fact that I was talking about how they haven't done anything with units that need to get hit. And I was like, Piccolo's going to be the first one of them that they probably do something with. So he's going to be the foundation. He's probably going to be the scapegoat, especially if it gets closer and closer to the 11th year anniversary. And guess what? Close to the 11th year anniversary, and I feel like he's underwhelming. The reason why he's underwhelming is because this guy is still one of the I need to get hit to build up. And you can think about all the units that need to get hit to build up, that need EZAs, and go, oh, yeah, Piccolo was a scapegoat. Look at how Gohan performed. Okay, stay with me now. Stay with me. So here this guy is, and again, if you were live, you already know I'm regurgitating everything that I was saying. But for the people that weren't live and stuff like that, this guy is again in that mold that I need to get hit to build up. So look, for every attack received, attack and defense 15% up to 75. He already has a support built in for super class. He already has his damage reduction. Like I said, he could be the one that goes to 300%. Remember when I was hoping that Piccolo and Gohan would go to 300% and that didn't happen? He could be the one that goes to 300% in his base and then have like another 100, like 200% or whatever down here, or 150 down here, whatever is probably going to make him extremely busted. And then you have to factor in that after he gets hit 5 times or more in battle, infinite, he gets 2 ki. And then after receiving 10 attacks or more in battle, he literally infinite sees, foresees enemies super attacks when it's his turn in onward. And then you factor in that when he's attacking with 24 ki or activating, he gets another 50% and launches an additional super attack. So not only that, after, again, this guy is probably going to be good in Festival of Battle, because I have a sneaky suspicion that they're going to put something else with this, like whether it be defense and attack, even a smidget. And I said this in the stream, even they could do like 20% for every 5 times he gets. And then you think about how many times he needs to get hit while he's still doing his super attacks, which, by the way, greatly raise attack and defense. And he raises super class allies attack by 50% for 1 turn. And again, he still raises attack and defense and greatly lowers defense. So you factor in the fact that we might be getting that. And then you're like, oh, well, here's another Festival of Battle guy that could be absolutely devastating. It all boils down to what we necessarily get with this 2 ki here. Because like I said, if we get even 10% attack and defense, that's going to build up quite a bit. And seeing as we're going to be getting in a new stage of Festival of Battle, I would say that it's probably going to be something, especially how Festival of Battle was last year and how so many people still have not beat Festival of Battle. Then you factor in that a lot of people probably got this Goku. And you already know that if he's a Festival of Battle killer and he's basically designed for Festival of Battle Stage 2, he's going to absolutely destroy Festival of Battle 1. And that goes for everything that we currently have right now. And again, even with the Goku, which I do highly think that he's going to be long-term king of Dokkan, where he's going to be insane for Festival of Battle stuff, you will probably have no excuse whatsoever not to beat the first stage of Festival of Battle after the 11th year anniversary, in my honest opinion. Like, no one out there, especially if you get Super Saiyan 4 Daima Goku, no one out there should probably be going, I can't beat this stage without this, because I highly doubt that he's going to suck in Festival of Battle. It's going to be like Broly and Goma, where you're like, yeah, Broly and Goma are the ones that you ain't really got to worry about. It's like you got to worry about other people on the team getting beat up. It's going to be the same way. And seeing as with Goku, you'll have him, the Super Saiyan 4 monkey boys that go to Gogeta, and then you have Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and then that's given, by the way, that's still giving that support as well. And then you probably have who else? I already said Broly, Baby. Yeah, Baby on there as well. Like, bro, you will be able to beat Festival Battle without any sort of probably problem at all. And like I said, if this guy is what I think he's going to be, Piccolo literally was the sacrificial lamb out here, and they didn't make him as good. They made him underwhelming on purpose. And I said this before, that if they make Piccolo underwhelming on purpose, it's because they didn't want him to outshine units that are probably going to be in an 11th year anniversary. And I think most of us can necessarily agree here that if you have Piccolo and I have the man Rainbow, he definitely is underwhelming, especially when you put him next to Gohan. It's like, what the hell? Like what? Gohan is out here going wild. Piccolo's mild. What? Like, I'm telling you right now. And then the big shock, the other big shock is what I wasn't necessarily prepared for, and that is these two getting their limited time character boosts. again, Super Saiyan right here, and Super Saiyan 2 here. So not gonna be in that really, but like I said, if you go down through here and you see Super Saiyan category, I just want you to understand, not an EZA just yet. EZA eligible. EZA eligible right here. Then you come all the way down here and it's like, who's next? Oh, these two, Trunks and Gohan, right next to the mans right here. And oh, what's that? 3 more units here that could get EZAs? What? You don't say? Yeah, I do say. Insane. Like insane levels of ridiculousness. And again, let's remember that we're all somewhat expecting the potential of these two down here, the 3rd year anniversary units, possibly surprising the hell out of us this year and getting super EZAs. And do I even need to say anything about the potential of these two getting super EZAs? The first LRs to get super EZAs? No, well, not, summonable ones, because obviously the Goku free-to-play stuff like that got super EZAs. But these two, man, let's stop it, bro. Let's stop it. And by the way, like right here, but stop it. Vegeta need to get a super EZA. Stop it. Like, all I'm saying is pay attention, because even though Namek may not be here for the anniversary, there's a good chance it might be here for the Global Dokkan campaign. And if it is, Wicked Bloodline, Super Saiyans, been missing, probably gonna go insane. That's my closing arguments on this one. If you guys did enjoy this video, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and let me know in the comment section below what you guys are thinking for part 2. If you're expecting, well, I was about to say if you're expecting and speculating, but I was about to say expeculating. Can I make that a word? Can I make that a word? Spell it. in the comments, spell it. Regardless, let me know what you're necessarily looking forward to. Like, are you looking at all of this and thinking, oh, yep, this might be a cook year? And if that's the case, good Lord, have mercy. We're about to go buck wild. Or if you're thinking something else is necessary on the horizon and you're not going to get, what I'm expecting for part 2 and even for the Global Dokkan campaign, because like I said, you look at the following of the trends of Dokkan and what they do and what they necessarily leave alone, it makes a whole lot of sense of what we could be getting. But you can let me know in the comments. Other than that, have an awesome day/night. Stay safe. And I'm out. Peace.